Here's the corner kick. Oh, no! In the wrong place. Ouch!
Here comes Lystra. Excuse me, that's not Lystra. They're moving through the stretch. It's Current Lady on the inside. On the outside, that's Sweetwater Oak in the Muddy Silks. Sweetwater Oak on the outside of Current Lady head and head. Sweetwater Oak loses the rider. Current Lady in front.
As you can see, he's doing some pretty routine moves. This is how they develop their skills, their strength. It's pretty safe stuff. Oh no! It's jolting, insulting, revolting. It's bemusing, bruising, and it's confusing. It's splashing, slapdashing, crashing. It's full of tumbles, stumbles, and bumbles. It hurts. It wiggles. It's kooky, spooky. It'll throw you for a loop. And just plain stick it to you. It'll make you regroup. It's Bloopin' Hoopers. It's Greatest Sports Bloopers with your host, Bobby Kelton.
Hi, I'm Bobby Kelton, your host for Greatest Sports Bloopers. That's a blooper. Take two. I'm Bobby Kelton. Oh, I was Bobby Kelton. Take 5. Take 10. Take 8. Take 18. Hi, I'm Bobby Kelton, your host for Greatest Sport. What does that say? I can't read that. Let me see that. Greatest. Take 53. Hi, I'm Bobby Kelton, your host for Greatest Sports Bloopers. We're here at beautiful Dana Point Resort, where I'm just waiting for my tennis partner to show up. I think he'll be here in a few minutes. And we've got a couple of special guests today, too. We have Mao Strauss, who's the world's greatest boxing opponent, and Angelo Spagnola, who's America's most avid bad golfer. So we've spanned the globe. We've been from Tokyo to Toledo and every place in between looking for the funniest clips you'll ever see, and we've got them here. So sit back, relax, have a great time. We'll see you in a bit.
And now let's go to sports reporter Miles Taylor for this important update.
Whoa! God damn.
We'll get back to you, Miles. While Miles dries off from his sprinkler shower, let's turn our attention to those high-flying NBA hoopsters, the greatest athletes on earth.
Portland Trailblazers was 9,702, 9,000. Let me look.
These NBA fans all seem to have a basketball Jones. And with players like Magic Johnson, why not? Watch this magic. Through the legs. Can you believe it? And how about some long-range bombing? from the incredible to the sensational. Here's some water skiing action that the average thrill seeker shouldn't seek. I'm still trying to figure out what that gorilla is doing back there. Here's what happens when a skier challenges the laws of nature. Here's what happens when skiers lose their mind. Welcome, everyone, to the Backwards Race, where competitors from all walks of life race backwards through the streets of New York. It's very difficult to see behind your head, and that's why this guy with the mirror has the right idea. Let's listen in. Racing can indeed be a dangerous game. But you might ask, why look for danger like these fellas? Obviously, these guys would do anything for a thrill. And while we're on the subject of racing, are these bumper cars or race cars? This is a celebrity race sponsored by Toyota. Jay Leno and Jay Johnstone discussed strategy before the race.
You know something, I think if we cut directly across here, we can eliminate over a half a mile of track.
Jay Leno, number 20, swaps a paint job with car number 3. Leno then bumps him again for good measure. Now we're inside the car of professional Willie T. Ribbs, who has the misfortune of being behind Jay Leno. Willie's getting bumped all over the place by Leno. He's a good sport about it, though. The leaders are number 12, Paul Moyer, and number 6, Dwight Clark, the football player. Right there, Clark shows why he's a football player, not a race car driver. Number 9, Jay Johnstone, seems to be well under control. Johnstone said before the race that as long as he didn't get into an accident, he'd have a chance to win. At this moment, he hasn't done the bumper car special. Whoop, spoke too early. A 3-car accident, and I think it's time to move on to baseball. After 1 inning, the score in this game is, it looks like 3-0, but I'm not sure. The 3 seems to be a little stuck. The scorekeeper will just push it over next to the 0, and that will be that. Now, this 3 here is not a good 3, and that's why it won't go next to the 0. All right, just slide the 3 over to the left, and we can continue with the video. This is a kickboxing demonstration. If you ever wanted to know how to defend yourself, watch it closely. As you can see, she concentrates on pressure points. Now, take a close note of the pressure point. And you can use it in a real fight just like these guys. Kickboxing. Remember the key pressure points. And if that doesn't work, just bite. In conventional fisticuffs, there are knockouts, blackouts, and sometimes makeouts. We'll call this one the fake-out. There is no way these 2 guys should be called professional. Welcome to the dirtiest fight ever. Here is the quadruple rabbit punch special. The lunge, miss, and rabbit attack. The rope hang bang. The what's up, Doc rabbit habit. The rope-a-dope with the ref not looking, I hope. Got caught, darn it. The famous stomach butt, headlock, pushback, and return stomach butt, knockdown rally. You shouldn't do that, bad boy. Here's the frenetic combination, spin, move, tackle, attack. And when it's over, shake hands and be friends. And now, up close and personal with Bruce Mouse Strauss, famous boxing opponent, who spoke with Bobby Kelton about losing.
Yeah, I fought well over 200 fights. The exact amount can't actually be documented because I fought under so many different names and whatnot. I've won about probably 93 fights, and I've lost about 145. Bobby, I don't train. You see, if you train, you're going to be in condition to go more rounds. All my life, even when I was a kid, I hated pressure. And there ain't anything with less pressure than being an opponent. If you win, that's great, and if you lose, well, that's all right, too, because nobody expected you to win anyway. Right. I used to get knocked out sometimes 3 times a week. It doesn't really hurt getting knocked out. It's when you wake up that it hurts. I'm a vegetarian because I just don't feel as though I deserve to eat anything that was formerly living. I was giving this local hero a good fight for a bunch of rounds when he hits me with a hook and he knocks me out for a few seconds. But as I was waking up and he was walking to the neutral corner, he slaps me in the back of the head. He comes rushing in to finish me off, and bam, I meet him with a straight right hand. I had a can of tuna fish that night. Really? That's the point I'm trying to make, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, I deserved it.
Is there a general philosophy that the legendary Mouse Strauss could impart on our viewing audience or any boxing aficionados that might be out there today?
I am and was the first of a dead breed. But I'm proud of what I've done. I've been knocked out on every continent, and I doubt anybody will ever or can supersede my records.
Hey, let's get back to our sprinkler guy, Miles Taylor, who seems to have a fly on his face now.
Mustangs, I've got a little company here. The Mustangs are a team which made the preseason experts look like just that, experts, and David Smoke tells us more in this report.
We are ready for that showbiz
There it
cry.
is.
Oh, if he's got friends, and John says he's been giving him a home back in the weather
A
department.
proud moment for Miles.
I got that sucker.
While Miles wrestles with that fly, let's take a look at these black and white blooper classics. These wrestlers will fight in anything from mud to tomatoes and even to mashed potatoes. Their more legitimate counterparts wrestle in a stadium, but they look like dancers. And speaking of dancers, aren't these football drills unique? Let's get to some real football action. I'd say these guys are in danger of getting whistled for a legal procedure. And a favorite, Crazy Legs Kelton, Bobby's great uncle. He called him Uncle Flapjack. Here's Jumpin' Jack Smash. The Fosbury flop emanated from this unique jumping style. Why do you think these horsemen are so willingly jumping into the pond? Well, as they say, you can lead a horse to water, but this was a bike race. And so was this, before these two guys decided to discuss the weather. A sports blooper salute to the classics. These kids must have studied those films we just saw, because they seem to master the art of the blooper. Here's some more folks who can't seem to stay away from cameras. Watch this bull attack this photographer. To hang in there takes guts, and that's no bull. This fella's name is Jacko. He was known as the Energizer Battery Man. He never met a camera he didn't like.
Don't you go away with that camera, punk. I'm telling you, I'm right in there.
Are you okay today?
Isn't it uncanny that a golfer 100 yards away can zero in on a cameraman's head? So, after one inning, the score is, we gotta figure out a way to get that 3 over there. This poor guy could be there all day. We'll check back with you later. But first, Greatest Sports Bloopers checks in with Japan, the land of the rising sun, the traffic jam, the sumo star. This is the way they sign autographs. And baseball bloopers. You gotta love these guys. Who says the Japanese aren't as good as Americans at baseball? They are certainly equal in blooping ability. In Japan, there are no rainouts. Here, it looks like a player caught something. Do you believe they play in this stuff? Let's watch the action. Spinning the globe back to the U.S., this is indoor lacrosse, a very calm, quiet, peaceful game.
For Brewer fans, you know the ninth inning's gonna
You
be
just saw a blooper from WEAU news anchor Jim Mertens. Here's sports anchor Bob Brainerd returning the favor.
Actually, we're gonna have to wait and see how Paul Molitor does at the at the plate.
At the plate, I think.
Yeah,
that's where he usually bats, isn't it?
Yeah, usually up
Funny
there.
thing.
Well, tonight was supposed to be the dream matchup on the pitching mound.
And now, another Bob Brainerd blunder.
You would expect a score like last night's game, 1-0. Well, how about 9-3? That's right, believe it. Boston beat New York and now leads 2-0 as we go to the highlights. Soon. Trust me. I hope. And then it got dark at Shea Stadium.
Hey, what do you say we take our kids out today to ride some sheep? Yep, we can watch the sheep roll over on our kids' heads. Well, parents, if you ever had this urge, welcome to mutton busting, the kids' equivalent of rodeo. It really is a gas. Yeehaw! Watch out! Now, here's the big time. Bronco riding. These cowboys certainly do take a beating. This rider didn't fall off, and now he just wants to get off. And he does. This is called calf wrestling. The object is to jump off your horse and wrestle the calf over onto his back. It's not that easy. This is obviously not the object of calf wrestling. And neither is this. The interesting thing about this cowboy is that he has no quit in him. He's gonna run back to his horse and try again. There he goes. And again, he will succeed in not fulfilling the object of calf wrestling. Oh, boy. Back to our frustrated calf wrestler. He still can't figure out a way to get this calf turned over. These cowboys are trying calf roping, but the ropes didn't find the calf. He's a tricky one, isn't he? Let's give congratulations to our calf wrestler. Finally. Whew. Cowboys don't spend all their time in rodeos getting bucked, bronked, and otherwise bowled over. The real gutsy ones put on a pair of skis, head up to the mountains, and try to tame nature. It's called the Cowboy Downhill. The object is to slalom down the course as fast as possible. Once down the hill, these cowboys have to lasso a cowgirl, saddle up a horse, and ride to the finish line. Looks easy, right? Right. Yeehaw! You think these guys are under control?
I'm completely out of control.
But you have to give these cowboys high marks because, as one of them so aptly put it,
Oh, we bust our ass.
ride 'em, cowboys. For some real skiing adventure, how about this? That water has to be awfully cold. What a spill! This guy never had a chance. This is a different kind of skiing adventure. This woman, obviously a beginner, is learning how to get up on her skis. Okay, there you go. Up, 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 up. Oh, too bad. Come on, that's right. Use the pole to help you. That's the right idea. Now push. Oh, try again. Now she sees the camera. She switches positions. She acknowledges that she can do it. Okay, another try. Good, good, good. Straighten up. Oh, so close. This is it. I feel it. Push yourself up with everything you've got. Give up, lady. This skier is obviously not a beginner. Look at him. I'm groovy, I'm cool, I can do anything with these skis, including a face-first landing. Another adventure bites the dust. As for the youngsters, please don't try this. Neither child was hurt, but oh, what a blooper. Now, let's get inspired as Bobby Kelton talks with a truly bad golfer.
Well, my worst score beyond a shadow of a doubt took place at the TPC course in the original Worst Avid Golfers Tournament. They had us playing on one of the toughest courses in the world from the pro tees with all the media coverage, and it was tremendous pressure on us. I had a rough day that day. I had a 257 for 18 holes. This was an island hole, one of the most famous holes in all golf. You have a tee, you have a green, and you have 135 yards of water in between. And I wound up losing there 27 balls in a row before I succumbed to my caddy pleading with me to putt around the path that went out to the green. And when they added up all the penalty strokes and everything else that was involved, I had 66 strokes for the one hole. He was a playing partner. It was really embarrassing. I shanked the ball so bad with a 3-wood right off the toe of the club, and he had his back to me. I hit him like it was like a laser beam right into the middle of his back, and the guy looked like he was shot. Just a terrible welt in the middle of his back, and it really upset me. And he was having a great run, and it just wrecked his whole run. I felt really bad. I'd be surprised if I was able to ever get much better than what I already have. Usually athletes don't improve once they get past their 30s. Their skills start eroding even further. I shudder to think how much worse I could potentially get. You know, I'm one of these kind of guys, Bobby. I can go out on the course and have fun and not really concentrate on the bad things I did, but you know, I'll remember the good shots that I had, the few good ones that I have each round. I'll talk about those and remember the other 150 bad ones, or try to forget the other 150 bad ones.
Do you have any advice to golfers to get a little more distance on their shots?
Hit it and run backwards.
It's time for a greatest sports bloopers flashback. Rice versus Alabama in the Cotton Bowl. Rice, on the way to another score, was surprised by the Crimson Tide's Tommy Lewis, who darted off the sideline to make a touchdown-saving tackle. The high-angle camera clearly shows Lewis blindsiding the runner. The result? First and goal at the 1-yard line. The 1954 Cotton Bowl. A greatest sports blooper flashback.
14-14, we're tied. And Cameron has 5 seconds to run out.
It's time for another inspiring sports story.
Could be the final play of the game. Back to pass goes Gamble. Here's a rush. He'll send it downfield. Mustangs come away with an interception. They flip it back to Ed Girard. Now a fumble on the play. Cameron comes away. If they're on the football, it's a touchdown. It is!
I got that bulldog spirit.
Now, the amazing voice of football player Jethro Franklin singing the award-winning song, Bulldog Spirit.
Deep in my heart to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head.
Do it.
Up in my head.
Yeah.
Up in my head, I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes. Down in my toes. Down in my toes, I got that bulldog spirit. Down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit. Up in my head, deep in my heart, down in my toes, I got that bulldog spirit. All over me to stay.
These aren't bulldogs, it's thoroughbred racing. Watch the guy in the 8-hole. Oh, that hurt. This horse would rather turn around and go home. He doesn't like racing anyway. Most people think horses are the only animals you'd find running on a racetrack during a horse race. Wrong. Here's a couple of deer. Pretty nasty spill, huh? Fortunately, nobody was seriously injured. Look to the right side of your screen. What now appears to be a run-of-the-mill horse race is about to become a little nutty. That whip can be a dangerous weapon. Stand by for the bizarre. That's worth a replay. Watch as this horse in the lead gives this jockey the ride of his life. Amazingly, the jockey holds on for the win. Check out the runners in this race. And they're off. Literally off. They're horses. Some might say they are off their rockers, but that's another story. Horse jumping, another sport that gives new meaning to the term horsing around. Now, what's actor Dick Van Patten doing on top of a horse next to jockey Chris McCarron, you ask? The answer is having a horse race on a show called War of the Stars. Van Patten is on the White Stallion. Van Patten actually won that race. In another episode, Willie Shoemaker put it all on the line against Valerie Perrine. Look at Valerie drive that animal. And then that famed horseman, Tim Conway, challenged the legendary Lafitte Pinkeye. This was a race to remember. Listen to Tim.
Lafitte, I'll give you 20 if you hold him back. 40. Boy, I'm telling you. Whoa.
As you probably know, Conway is also a Hall of Fame paddle tennis player. Here he is teamed up with Harvey Korman against Nels Van Patten. The picture tells the story. Nels then donned a pair of roller skates with brother and tennis pro Vince against Elkie Summer and Abby Dalton. There were plenty of spills in this one. Then there was the time that Nell's dad, Dick, hosted a golf match between comedian Jack Carter and golf pro Rex Caldwell. While Jack Carter was having a heck of a time getting out of this sand trap, Van Patten and Caldwell had the dubious task of describing the action.
That's a shame there.
It was a shame, and it kept being a shame. What do you say to the TV audience at a time like this? Now, reality hits.
Can't get out. I can't follow through. It's tough for an amateur, though, right? You overhit it? Oh, a little long. Hit that a little long.
That's a polite way of putting it, guys.
He just follows through. See?
Dick Van Patten and Rex Caldwell get our Wrong Men at the Wrong Place at the Wrong Time award. Now, here's a few lighter moments from the world of college basketball. Welcome to opening day in the minor leagues for the Huntsville Stars. The players are relaxing on their bus ride to the stadium in preparation for a full day of interviews. First, vocal cord warm-ups.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man.
Second, the interviews themselves.
Hi, I'm Doug Shear. I'm from San Jose, California, and I'm a right-handed pitcher for the Huntsville Stars. 17 years old. I have 6 children.
You know, the first game of the season, when you have the player introductions, and you have right thumb.
I can see in his eye.
Third, the picture session. Fourth, the Noogie Patrol warm-ups. Fifth, field goal kicking warm-ups, essential for baseball. Sixth, martial arts stretching exercises. All this in preparation for the ball game. And as you can see, it all pays off come game time. Let's look at some more baseball blunders. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He had it. This appears to be a normal foul ball. Bouncing into the woods. This second baseman has the option of catching the ball or the bat. He opts for the ball. Ouch! Routine play. Huh? Great catch, buddy. Speaking of great catches, Sugar Ray Gray in red caught his opponent with so many right hands that he won a unanimous decision here. During the post-fight interview, Sugar Ray was, well, ecstatic is the word.
He's a very good fighter, very good fighter. He's difficult, but as you see, I beat him, and I'm so full of joy. I ain't got that much to say, but what I like to say is,
Soccer star Tattoo is also known to get ecstatic after he scores a goal. He has a ritual. After he scores, he rips off his shirt and throws it to the crowd. Each soccer player has his own manner of celebrating, but this guy is the best. The others aren't too shabby either. We normally don't associate ping pong with a lot of emotion, but in the Far East, this game is played for keeps. Yeah, they're good players, but they're great celebrators. A little closer to home, college coach Mitch Bonagora shows how Americans celebrate an incredible victory.
2 seconds, 1 second, Bradford. It'll count.
Welcome to Mascot Mania, the game show that lets people put on costumes and do things to other people that would normally put them in jail. That's right, honey. Give that chicken a licking. Here's someone who has spent a few days in jail herself. Morgana, the kissing bandit, attacks our old friend the chicken, who attacks back. Greatest Sports Bloopers would like to single out the Phoenix Suns gorilla as sports' most underrated mascot. This guy is good. It's a beautiful day on the links as we welcome you to Boynton Beach Golf Club. From Boynton Beach, let's go to the Sagebrush Open. Now to the Whiff County Classic. And finally, send it to Stoic City for the Masters. Creative Golf. Now that's a video cassette Craig Stadler should star in. Is that unbelievable? Not to be outdone, Tom Weiskopf hits this ball between his legs. And Andy Bean hits this left-handed shot with a right-handed club. Roger Maltby's attempt at a birdie leaves him a tough putt for par. Better luck next time, Roger. And now, another up close and personal. Make that up close and nothing personal with Jacko, a jack of all trades, a boxer, a music video star, and an Aussie Rules football star. We asked Jacko how he would compare Aussie Rules football with American football. Hold on to your seats.
Those boys in the States have got no idea at all. They are I mean, they wear, look, you could drop them out of an aeroplane at 30,000 feet and they'd bounce off the ground. They're unbelievable. Could they fit any more? Can they fit any more garbage on their bodies for protection? You tell me. You're from there, aren't you? Are you an apprentice?
I'm an individual, you can't fool me. An in the bloody vigil, you can't fool me. A genuine original, you can't fool me. I keep an open mind 'cause I'm thinking all the time.
I only lost a couple of teeth. I admit they were the last couple of teeth I had in my face for the simple reason I've got false teeth now.
I have a basic sense of rhythm and a chronic sense of rhyme. I make my own tomato juice and drink it all the time. I like to dress outlandishly, skin-tight pants and sneakers, and on my head I wear the latest hi-fi speakers.
I am one of the toughest men that ever walked the face of the earth, and when I get to America and I get one of your footballers in the gun, if I can get a promoter out there interested in fighting me, I will fight anybody, anywhere, any place in the world. Now come back here, punk, I'm running out of information.
If you're lucky someday you might see me on the street. My crystal clear complexion is as snow white as a sheet. Some say I'm a genius, to others I'm a loon, but someday there'll be people like me walking on the moon.
There's a lot of poor people out there. There's a lot of poor people out there that are eating dog food. That are dipping their crackers in their soup every night. They come and see me every week and they go home satisfied. I'm like an extra meal for them.
Well said.
Thanks very much.
Well, I just want them while they're all sitting out there and they're dripping their coffee down the front of their shirts and their kids are sitting on the floor picking their noses. You're gonna know me. Believe me, you're gonna know me. I won't go any further than that, but you people will know me.
Hi, scorekeeper. What's the score? That's the stubbornest 3 I've ever seen. Who would have guessed he'd need tools to place the 3 where it belongs? He's pretty close now. Slowly but surely he'll get there. Only one problem. The game's over.
Hi. Well, my partner hasn't shown up yet, but I decided to start without him. Anyway, you've seen a lot of bloopers so far. I mean, a lot of bloopers. But I've saved some of my favorites for the portion of the show you're about to see right now. See, these bloopers are so unique or funny or just plain weird that they really deserve to stand on their own. I call them Kelton's Classics. Pretty clever, huh? See, that's me, Kelton. Anyway, sit back and take a look at these. My first classic is this routine infield grounder. You're out and down. I love this hoop. He meant to do it that way. This is a unique play. The batter rounds second and slides into shortstop. I swear that looks like one of the guys on my softball team. The ump is right on the play. I don't know what this clip is doing here, but it's so weird. Why not? The crowd loves it, that's for sure. A cowboy comes to expect a lot of abuse atop one of these bucking Broncos, but not this. There's a ground ball to shortstop, throws it to first. He's crushed. I love this skier. He's just fallen down and will now proceed to ski down this entire hill on his back. Here's a jockey who has just won a race. He's waiting in the winner's circle for a glass of water. And he gets one from a friend. This hoopster has his priorities straight. Hey, what's more important, man? This game or my sneaker? A routine fly ball to center field becomes an exercise in futility. He has this ball all the way. Now, if he can only find it. I'd call this a bang-bang play. We showed you earlier how dangerous it is being a cameraman. Another case in point. This guy's dizzy. A women's basketball coach talks about the kind of girls he likes on his team.
Well, I don't know as far as what goes. I like girls that bang, that get in there and better cut that off there.
This golfer has everything down pat. The stance, the concentration, and the intensity. Except he hits the divot farther than the ball. Another Boring Award coming up. This batter's feet aren't failing him now. Watch number 81 as he levels his own teammate. Shall we look again? Whew, what a workout. It's a good thing my partner didn't show up. Anyway, we have about 45 seconds to kill. Let's review what you've just seen, just for kicks. We may have a quiz on this, so pay attention. Gymnast crasher, announcer splasher. Bad falls on land and sea, funny bits, heavy hits. Fight disasters, sportscasters. Old bloopers, young bloopers, cameramen and drunken stupors. Sliding Asians, lacrosse ragens, kids on wool, fools on bull, skiing buffs, golfing duffs, football toughs. Is that enough? Get real. Jocks that squeal, horses tumbling, boxers mumbling, and golfers grumbling. Blooper bests, our case rests. That's it, folks. What a hoax. Stupid jokes. Boy, that smokes. I hate egg yolks. Where is Stokes? I need a Coke. Crazy bloke. Anyway, you've seen a lot of bloopers so far. I mean, a lot of bloopers, right? Well, now we come to a portion of the show that I knew I was going to forget that line. What's that line? I mean, a lot of bloopers. Well, now we come. What is it? I knew it. What is that? I mean, a lot of bloopers. Well, now we come to a favorite. It's favorite. It's my favorite. This is my favorite portion of the show. What the I got
my favorite portion of the show.
Okay.
These are the
What does that say, though?
Take 26.
Hi, I'm Bobby Kelton, your host for Greatest Sports Bloopers. You know, this is the show where we show you clips of all kinds of...
Here's your lunch.
Is it?
Got your lunch
Is
here.
it lunchtime already?
Oh, yeah. You
I
told me
can't believe how
lunchtime.
this day has flown by. Look at this. It's raining in my iced tea.
It adds more flavor.
Oh, yeah. That looks... Oh, what is it? Oh, this looks terrific.
Oh,
This looks great. What? Onions. Oh, onions. Oh, this looks great. This is terrific. Here, let me get me a chair, will you?
a chair? Sure.
Yeah.
I can